tow. We found one on wheelchair, and we found 28 of those electric line scooters still ride around town. 28 scooters, yeah, the line scooters. Yeah. Stop. On our right side here is the Chickasaw Plaza. In the center is the Chickasaw Warrior. He was done by Enoch Kelly Haney, who was the same man that placed the Guardian statue on top of the Oklahoma State Capitol. Surrounding the Warrior are 10 panels. Those 10 panels tell the history of the Chickasaw people, as well as the 4 other main tribes of Oklahoma. It tells how they came to Oklahoma, how they overcame the hardships their fortune endured, and how they worked very hard to make Oklahoma what it is today. So just in honor to the Native American tribes of Oklahoma for all their hard work, they put their tribes to becoming very successful, as well as all the hard work they put into Oklahoma to make it a beautiful and great state, not only to visit, but also to live in. Oklahoma is home to 39 Native American tribes, the 5 main tribes of the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Creeks, and the Seminoles, and we are thankful for each and every one, because Oklahoma wouldn't be the same without them. Now that statue ahead of us is on our left side. That is the Cannon statue. The Cannon statue is the first statue you're going to get a really good look of as part of the Land Run Monument. That Land Run Monument represents the Land Run of 1889. It wasn't the first land run, and it wasn't the biggest land run, but it's the most popular around here because of how Oklahoma City became populated so quickly. On April 22nd of 1889 at noon, they fired off a cannon looking like that one, and people from all over the world were allowed to rush across the line to take their claim of land here in Oklahoma. To give you an idea of just how big of an event this was, on the morning of the land run, there's only 7 people living in the entire city that is now Oklahoma City. But by 6 p.m. that same night, there was over 10,000 people living here, and that's how Oklahoma City got the nickname of the city that's built today, was because they went from a population of 7 people to a population of over 10,000 people in the span of just 6 hours. Now, I will tell you the land run of 1890 did have a darker side history. That basically is the way the government had treated the Native American tribes in the process of this land run. The government had forced Native American tribes to leave their land, come across into Oklahoma. They gave each tribe their own individual land territory inside Oklahoma territory, and basically told them that all the rest of the land, the unassigned land, was going to be theirs forever. So you can understand the hermit trial they felt when that land was given away to pretty much anyone who wanted it, except for themselves. They're the only people not allowed to participate in that land run. That was very unfair. It was a wrong and a horrible situation they're put in. I'm not going to tell you that the good outweighs the bad or that the bad outweighs the good. I'm just telling you both sides of history, because by remembering both sides of history, we're able to work towards a better and more fair future for all Oklahomans. The monument itself is 365 feet in length. There are 45 statues. They're all made of black and bronze, and they're 1.5 times life size. So a 6-foot tall man in real life would be about 9 feet tall in the statue form. The 45th statue was just put out in November of 2019. It's been down here for just about a year. That 45th statue not only completed the monument, it also finished off a project Paul Moore, the artist, had worked on for 17 years. He designed the monument to look like it's currently happening, so if you've been here in 1889 and witnessed a land run, that's what you want to see. That statue ahead of us is the Sooner statue. Sooners were people who violated the Sooner law, which they could not come across until the beginning of the land run. But they still were so determined to get the best land they could. They came across early, cheating and breaking the law, which is why you can look like he's hiding in those trees, because they did have army soldiers patrolling the area, watching for Sooners. But the Sooners knew they hid in the trees like that statue is doing, or they came across at night when they wouldn't be able to be seen. That's what they did, and that's how so many Sooners snuck into Oklahoma before it was officially open for settling. Out of the 50,000 people that participated in this land run, it's believed that 5,000 of them were these Sooners.
Have a good day. Sakit ako buwan muscle ni mo. Yan, dengan lagi sih. Saya nak ngerasa ya sih. Mom.
Now that statue ahead of us, the man on the wagon being pulled by two horses right about to jump over the canal. That man on that wagon is the statue of Paul Moore, the artist and designer of these statues. He put some on that statues as a way of signing his artwork.
Okay, balance.
Paul Moore wanted the monument to look as realistic as possible. So if you look at the sides of the canal right under the statues, you can see that he cut back the sides of the canal and mixed red clay with concrete, and that's how he was able to get those money post prints going into and out of the water on both sides.
Tinuod po na?
Right next to Paul Moore on the single horse is the man named Will Rogers. Will Rogers was a very famous Oklahoma man, cowboy he rescued an actor who
Ay,
was
babae,
named
oh.
Palmer. Until he unfortunately passed away in a plane accident. Then to bring him, they named streets after him. They named parks after him, and our airport in the city after him. And Paul Moore placed him right there as a way of honoring what he meant to the Oklahoma people. Stonebridge North, Stonebridge Hotel.
Dagan ay.
We got walking thing, who cares? We don't have to walk all this,
Living fish na lon. Fresh. Umana ang heavy siguro itong yan ganina.
Now, if y'all ever want to walk through the statues, get closer looks, start pictures, you're more than welcome to do that. The walking trail goes all the way around and through the statues. The parking lot 4 is just on the other side of this grassy area. So you can park anywhere in the parking lot for free for as long as you want. So you can even use it as breakdown parking if you don't mind a little bit of an extra walk you have.
Picture ka? Ito man, mahulong siya.
baby down in the water and we go, you know.
Now, I know these babies are right ahead of us. I promise they're going to be perfectly fine. Even if they decide they're not going to move, the boat push them to the side, not under. So they're not going to be hurt by the boat at all. And if it makes y'all feel better, we'll slow down and kind of angle around them.
Don't kill her baby.
Because they know the boat can't hurt them, they like to sit right in front of it.
Is that her baby?
Those are her babies right there. That's why she's honking at us. She doesn't want to get that close to them. Those babies are about a month and a half old. Those are some of our older sets of babies. Now, if y'all look directly ahead of us, in that grassy area, those littler babies, I know there's some big ones mixed in, but if you look closer to the building, there's some really little ones. Those are only about 2 weeks old.
Yeah, I see it now. Can we take one? I don't want to. No, Jackson will not eat it. They're not scared of each other.
Now, that tower ahead of us, that is the Devon Tower. The Devon Tower is the tallest tower in the state of Oklahoma. It's also the tallest tower between Chicago and Dallas. It stands 844 feet tall and has 50 floors.
Wow.
The Devon Energy Corporation is headquartered in that tower. So it's mainly their offices. But on their top 2 floors, the 49th and 50th floors, they have a restaurant called The Bath. It's open to the public and has beautiful views of the entire city of Oklahoma City. If you get the chance to go up there, I highly recommend it. You get beautiful views of the city, amazing food, the service up there is unbeatable. They're all super, super nice. Excellent choice, excellent lifestyle.
Yeah, this is how they talk to you. The white people. done the relaxing people way.
Ay, nó mà ta mà thêm nữa. Đóng theo ơi. Kailangan may part-time mo?
On our left side here, Toby Keith's restaurant. Toby Keith is a country singer from Oklahoma. He's from Lower, Oklahoma, which is about 10 to 15 minutes south of here. What's awesome about Toby Keith's restaurant is if you're active or retired military, you get a free meal there. And that's the way to thank you for your service. As you notice on the sign, it says Toby Keith's Hartford Bar and Grill. It's because it's named after Toby Keith's 18th. Number one hit, I love this bar. Bricktown is filled with all kinds of amazing restaurants. So if you want a list of all of them, a list of all the restaurants, bars, and activities in this area, you can stop by the ticket booth. We have a list of all that on a map of Bricktown. So if you want one of those, just stop by the ticket booth, and she'll give you as many as you need. Marrow Sports, Marrow First South.
Dali na tako na. Ano maghabol?